I'm NASA astronaut Drew Feustel, a graduate of Lake Orion High School in Lake Orion, Michigan. Back then, I didn't know that I'd become an astronaut, but now I know that it wouldn't have been possible without solid skills in science, technology, engineering, and math. Take it from me, education is your ticket to an incredible future, and what you learn today will help you reach for the stars tomorrow.
Good morning, Endeavour, and a special good morning to Drew.
Good morning, Megan. Good morning, Houston, and good morning to my lovely wife, Indra, and my sons, Ari and Aiden. Thanks for that music selection today. It is a wonderful song, times like these, and it's times like these, of course, that I think about my family and friends back in Houston and all over the planet, and folks that are watching us get this work done up here. And it's a beautiful sight, and but it always, looking down at the planet just reminds us of home and all the folks down there that we love. So thanks everybody for supporting us and helping us do what we do. And everybody have a great day.
Good words, Drew, and I know your fan club is listening tonight. Your execute package is on board and should be printing. We included the sleep timeline pages this time to reflect the Soyuz undock timeline.
This is Mission Control Houston. The lead shuttle flight control team is now on console as the crew of Endeavour has just been awakened. The crew was afforded an extra hour's sleep today following the lengthy second spacewalk. The song Times Like These by the Foo Fighters, played for Drew Feustel by his family.
Mesa Verde Elementary School, Space Shuttle Endeavour, how do you hear?
Endeavour, this is Jeannie Kahn, representing Mesa Verde. How do you read?
Yeah, we've got you loud and clear. I think there might be a little bit of a delay. It's great to have you here on board Space Shuttle Endeavour with us. It's a beautiful day here in space, as always. The Earth looks great, and I'm glad you guys could get together to talk to us today.
This is Foster Hepler, the principal of Mesa Verde. We are ready to begin.
All right, why don't we start off with some questions. We got a little bit of a preview, and you guys lined up some good questions for us.
Hi, my name is Sydney Enos, and my question is, how long does it take to get into space after blast off?
Well, we go from 0 to 17,500 miles an hour in just 8 minutes and 20 seconds. And when those main engines start, it is like being on a runaway train going 1,000 miles an hour. And it's incredible the amount of thrust, and then we get into orbit pretty quickly, and we're hundreds of miles up into space going really, really fast.
Hi, my name is Katie, and my question is, what is the most interesting or exciting thing you've ever seen in space?
Well, hey, Katie. And yes, just yesterday I was outside the space station, and I could see stars, I could see the moon, but the most exciting thing I've seen while I was up here is planet Earth. We have such a beautiful, amazing, wonderful planet. From space, we can see all the continents, we can see rivers, we can even see cities and roads. It's really amazing.
Hi, my name is Jake Rocky, and my question is, do you need any type of military training to go up in space?
Hi, Jake. I'm in the United States Navy, and Mike here is in the U.S. Air Force. But the rest of our crew, well, we're about half. About half of us are in the military and half are not. So to answer your question, absolutely not. You do not need it to be in the military to be an astronaut, though in my case and in Mike's, that worked out well for us. Thank you for your question.
Hello, my my name is Ashley Drake, and my question is, why do you have to wear the whole spacesuit, not just the helmet?
All right, it sounds like Ashley. Ashley, it turns out there's no air in space, and that's why you need air to breathe. But did you know that the atmosphere also puts pressure on our bodies? And if we go out into space without a spacesuit on, we blow up like a balloon. And that would not be very good for us. So we have to wear an entire spacesuit when we go outside, not just a helmet like you might see on TV.
My name is Sophia Sanchez, and my question is, how fast does the space shuttle go?
Well, hi, Sophia. That's a very good question. Right now, we are going 17,500 miles an hour around the planet. We see a sunrise or a sunset about every 45 minutes. That's really, really fast.
Hello, my name is Brayden Matsuzawa, and what inspired you to become an astronaut?
You know, over the last 4 months, I've come to admire your classmate, Christina Green, very much. I've learned a lot about her. And when I was Christina's age, it's when Apollo astronauts were first walking on the moon. Well, actually, it was towards the end of the program. And I remember watching that on TV and thinking, you know, if I worked really hard in school and really, really focused and concentrated, maybe someday I would have the opportunity to fly in space. And I did work hard, and it did work out. But I would say it was, it was those early Apollo astronauts like Neil Armstrong and Gene Cernan and John Young that inspired me.
My name is Noah, and this is my question. Do you see old things floating around in space like space junk?
I think the question was do I see anything strange or odd flying around in space or old things like space junk? And we are in a really low orbit, even though we're flying really fast and we're hundreds of miles above the planet. There are things that are going even faster above us, and we really don't see them. Now and then we might see a small flash, but they're so small compared to the rest of the universe and the planet, it's really hard to see them. So up here, we don't think there's any, we don't see anything that's out there around us. But fortunately, or unfortunately, there's some things that are out there, but we have people on the ground that can track any objects that might come near us. So we feel pretty safe.
I'm Ronan Shiro, and my question is, what happens to you if you become sick or injured while up in space?
Well, that's a good question. We have a medical kit on board the space shuttle. We have one on the space station, and we have a couple of my crew members are trained in some pretty advanced medical procedures. We don't have any doctors on board. I understand one of my colleagues, Dr. Lee Morin, is there with you today. But we don't have a doctor on board this mission, but we could do pretty well. We could talk to doctors on the ground immediately if we need to. So we're in pretty good shape.
My name is Diego Reyes Crozier, and have you ever seen anything strange in space?
Hello, Diego. We did not, at least I've been up here, I've been in space in my career for over a year, and I look out the window a lot, and I can't say that I've ever seen anything strange, but that's a good question. I mean, one of the reasons why we're up here is to explore and to find new things, and I haven't seen anything strange personally. I don't think anybody up here has ever seen a UFO or an alien, but, we're keeping our eyes open.
Hi, my name is Sophie Mejias, and my question is, what do you hope to learn on this mission?
Well, Sophie, a few days ago, we installed a $2 billion cosmic particle detector called the Alpha Magnetic Spectrometer, and after we installed it on the outside of the space station, it started collecting data. It's already collected 50 million particles, data on 50 million particles, and it is hoping to learn what is the makeup of the universe. What do cosmic rays consist of? Where do they come from? And it's searching for things like antimatter, dark matter, So we're hoping to learn after a number of years with this experiment operating on the space station, we're hoping to learn a lot about the origin of the universe.
My name is Kaylin Hoff, and my question is, can you tell which country or continent has the most air pollution from space?
Hey, Kaylin. The space program has been really helpful for human beings to understand what's going on with our own planet. That means that not just the space station and the space shuttle, but other satellites have been able to tell us what's going on with our rivers and our oceans and our landmass. Aboard the space station and the space shuttle, what's really neat, though, is things like wildfires and things like that. So it's pretty amazing what you can see up here. And when you know about something, then you can do things to help make the world better.
Hi, my name is Tessa. My question is, how can I be an astronaut?
Well, Tessa, it's great that it sounds like you want to be an astronaut, and the best thing you could do right school. Both Mike and I paid attention when we were in class and did our homework and worked really hard and tried to go to the best university that we could. He even went to MIT and Stanford. But you don't have to do that. I didn't go to a school like that, but it really is worth your time to work really, really hard and do your homework and listen to your teachers.
Hello, my name is Michael Gunderson, and can you see or study a black hole from the space station?
Hey, Michael, and really good question. From the space station, thank goodness we really can't see black holes, because that means we'd be too close and we'd run into a lot of trouble. So what I think what we can do, though, is with the things like the alpha magnetic spectrometer, which is a really neat particle detector, we can learn things about black holes and the rest of the universe. The Hubble Space Telescope, which was delivered by the Space Shuttle, it also was able to help us understand black holes a lot better, because even 50 or 60 years ago, we just knew that there should be black holes, but we had no idea if they really existed. So there's a whole bunch of new things to learn and explore. Well, Mesa Verde, it was great for me to have this opportunity to be with you today and answer your questions. Since my wife, Congresswoman Giffords, is from Tucson, Arizona, I spend a lot of time there, and I'm a big fan of Tucson. I have the Arizona Wildcat shirt. I didn't have a Mesa Verde Elementary School shirt, but what I do have is I have your yearbook, the Mesa Verde Mountain Lions 2010-2011 with me here in space, and I'll get a picture of this with the Earth in the background, and hopefully I can bring it back and hand deliver it to your school. Just opening up the page here to the pages honoring Christina Green, and it's a very nice yearbook, and Mike and I just signed it in the back, and I'll get my other crew members and the space station crew members to sign it, and then we'll send it back to you. Again, it was really great to be with you at Mesa Verde today, and I hope to see you soon. So long.
Endeavor, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the event.
Thank you, Mesa Verde Elementary School. Endeavor, we are now resuming operational audio communications. Thanks for taking time out to inspire the next generation of explorers.
Our pleasure, Megan.
It's fairly quiet on board as the Space Shuttle Endeavour crew is officially off duty for a good bit of the day today. They are joined by Expedition 27 flight engineer Ron Guerin, as their sleep shifts or their work shifts are pretty much the same. The International Space Station crew is scheduled to wake up about 5 a.m. Central Time, 6 this morning Eastern, to begin a busy day for the space station crew, bidding farewell to 3 of the 6 crew members that make up Expedition 27. Their Soyuz spacecraft docked to the Rassvet module delivered by Space Shuttle Atlantis on the STS-132 mission late last year is scheduled to depart with Dmitry Kondratyev, Italian Space Agency and European Space Agency astronaut Paolo Nespoli, and U.S. astronaut Katie Coleman. They arrived at the International Space Station back in December. After a launch December 15th, 2010, they arrived on December 17th to begin their increment aboard the International Space Station. When they undocked, the three remaining crew members, Andrei Borisenko, who is the commander of Expedition 28, along with Alexander Samokutyaev and Ron Garin, they will remain on board the station as a three-person crew for a while, serving as the beginning stages of Expedition 28. The next three crew members headed to the International Space Station to augment the Expedition 28 crew are currently outside Moscow at the Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center, completing their final days of training there before heading down to the launch site at the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan, where they will prepare for their launch atop a Soyuz rocket, scheduled right now for launch on June 7th. And they'll arrive at the station 2 days later on June 9th and join the other three crew members that remain behind after Kondratyev, Nespoli, and Coleman return home. And we'll be covering all of that along with the continuation of Endeavour's STS-134 mission to the International Space Station. Endeavour is docked on the far end of the station, and the Soyuz that's departing is on the Russian segment of the complex, and there's been an exhaustive amount of engineering analysis to show that it is safe for the Soyuz to undock and depart while the space shuttle is docked to the station. And when it does depart, a little bit of extra timeline has been added into the schedule before the Soyuz departs the vicinity for some photo documentation of the configuration of the International Space Station with Space Shuttle Endeavour docked to the complex.
I said from the office of the Italian president, can you hear me?
This is International Space Station. Read you loud and clear.
Hello, good afternoon to everybody. So we are now in the office of the President of the Republic. You are correctly on the screen.
Good morning, Mr. President. My name is Dmitry Kondratyev, and I'm International Space Station Commander.
Buongiorno, Comandante Kondratyev. Piacere di sentirle.
Good day, Commander Kondratis. It's a pleasure to see you.
A che punto siete delle vostre missioni?
At what point of the mission are you?
Senior Presidente, my name is Mark Kelly. I'm the commander of Space Shuttle Endeavour. We're about halfway through our mission here aboard the International Space Station. I want to first congratulate you on the 150th anniversary of the unification of Italy. Our mission is largely about science, and our biggest payload and our most important payload is as you probably know, the alpha magnetic spectrometer. My crew member, Roberto Vittori, our Italian astronaut, was instrumental in getting that installed on the space station. And as we understand, it's doing really, really well. It's already collected over 50 million particles and 90 gigabytes of data. So we're really, really happy about that. Dima and I are going to turn this over to Paolo Nespoli and Roberto Vittori for the remainder of the event. But thanks for inviting Dima and I to speak with you today, sir.
Good day, Mr. Nespoli. How are you? We know each other well by now. That's true. Thank you. I'm doing well. I have spent these almost 6 months in space. It's been a very intense time, very interesting. We've done many things. We've flown the colors of Italy high once again, and for me it's been a unique experience. I've seen the planet in a way that is very difficult even to describe.
Buongiorno, Colonnello Vittori.
Good day, Colonel Vittori.
Buongiorno.
Good day.
Arrivato qua circa
I got here about 4 to 5 days ago. I found Paolo in great shape, and most of all, I found the space station in great shape.
Mi piace poterle dire.
And the thing that I'd like to be able to tell you is that our contribution, our Italian contribution from the European Space Agency is fundamental. Last time I saw the space station was in 2005, which was my second mission. Since then, many things have changed. The station has more than doubled. All the modules have gone through the Italian and European industry. The cupola is particularly beautiful. Paolo has had the opportunity to admire the Earth from the cupola. I did it myself for the first time in these past few days. And today I had the first opportunity to fly over Italy by Sicily. And our Italy was completely free of clouds, so it was beautiful and it was breathtaking. So the Italian flag, leaving from Modena, came to Houston, flew on the shuttle on board the International Space Station, and then we'll go to Paolo, and we'll come back through the Russian spacecraft Soyuz, and we'll come back to Italy.
So se sentiate l'applauso.
I don't know if you can hear the applause. It's a little hard to make the flag fly in absence of gravity. So right now, our flag is flying very high. It's a symbol of Italy and where the Italians can arrive when they want. We're a country of poets, travelers, discoverers, and we must continue to do these things. And these are the things that make us grow. I'd like to ask you, the research that you're currently working on now, does it have anything to do with the research that's going on at the CERN in Geneva right now? On board the space shuttle, Mr. President, we brought, as Commander Markelli said, the AMS, Alpha Magnetic Spectrometer, which is a giant experiment, surely the largest ever installed, probably the largest that will ever be installed aboard the International Space Station. And it was built at CERN through a collaboration of 16 countries, among which Italy has a very prominent role. It's an opportunity for research. It's a window to the universe. It's an opportunity for physics, for all those who are trying to understand who we are, where we're going, where we come from. We're always talking about dark matter, and AMS has the potential of being able to answer these questions, to understand who we are, where we're coming from, and what our future holds for us. But looking from above, did you also see the gondolas in the Grand Canal of Venice, or is that a little too much to ask? That's a little too much to ask, Mr. President. I have taken some photos with the zoom. That we do have zooms that are pretty strong, and I have been able to take some photos of Venice, and we can see ferries, but gondolas maybe is a little too much to ask for. But it's beautiful, this shot that we are able to get. Looking from the cupola, we're able to appreciate details like pyramids in Egypt, the Great Wall of China, Venice, all these beautiful sites like the Vesuvio, all these beautiful places in Italy and the world. But there's this general view that allows us to see this beautiful planet, but also from another side, it looks fragile. This really thin layer of atmosphere, which is the one thing that differentiates us from other planets like Mars and the Moon. We must be careful to what we do and how we treat our Mother Earth. Yes, I believe that the first impulse that comes from these facts is the impulse of taking care of the environment. And this is a goal that is indivisible, and it's something that can only be sought on a planetary scale. It's not enough to have one single country putting in the effort. And so maybe even seeing Italy from where you are from space, aside from being able to understand its beautiful natural shape and historical background and the creation of man, I think you can also get a very strong feel for how we are a part of the planet, a part of the world, that can keep going and progress as long as it can contribute with the rest. Only as an active member of the international community, and especially the European community, only then Italy can grow and contribute to the bettering of human civilization. These words, Mr. President, I agree with 100%. I'd like to remember the first impression during the Marco Polo mission when I arrived to space on board the Russian Soyuz, looking out the viewport from Soyuz down to Earth. The thing that struck me the most, that always stayed with me, was this incredible beauty of the planet, blue, a very strong three-dimensional feel, a captivating beautiful that captures your heart, your eyes, and your imagination. And then flying over Italy, Europe, and the continents, there are no boundaries, no borders. Everything's one. Everything's one that an astronaut can just embrace by just being able to look out the window. And the other thing that is very striking is how thin the atmosphere is, which is a great resource for our planet. In reality, it's very thin, and so it appears that way to the astronaut who has the privilege of looking out the window. And this is a great reminder that we must make a common effort to protect our system, our atmosphere for our children and for all future generations.